Hi guys, I'm just out on a walk and I've been thinking a lot about this quote I read yesterday, and I wrote it down so I could read it word for word and then tell you my thoughts about it, but I forgot the paper at home. So I'm just going to paraphrase for you, and maybe I'll add it at the end so you can see what it says. So it says the things that people do around you seems very important when you haven't found your own steadiness. You want to tell them, don't rock my boat, because when you rock my boat, then I can't be steady. But the truth is that you are the only boat rocker in your world. Only you can rock your boat. And I've heard similar things before. I believe some of those things, and I've been really thinking about it because I've really been in a place lately where I've been letting my boat get rocked, or rocking my own boat and blaming other people for it. And I've gone in spurts throughout my life on how good I was at keeping my boat steady. And I had a really great run at keeping my boat steady. But so here's what I'm thinking. I used to think that that meant that I needed to be able to be in rough waters and keep my boat steady, and that something was wrong with me and I needed to put more work in order to keep my steadiness in the situations where the water was rough and rocky. Now, I used to be really great at that, but then I got knocked out of my boat. And so not only, I think, do we have the responsibility to take on that we're the ones rocking our boat, but also I think we have the responsibility to choose where we take our boat, what kind of waters we're ready for. Maybe right now I'm just ready for the calm, steady waters and not the rough seas, right? I was recently going down a river in a canoe. While I have some canoe skills, most of it is lake skills. I'm gonna pause here. Okay, I ran into somebody there. So what I was saying is that I have canoe experience, but most of it is on lakes. And while I've been on some rough lakes, and that tested my skills, being on this river also. Okay, another person. And you know what? Honestly, I'm not that comfortable filming in front of people. So I have some canoe experience and a decent amount, but it's on lakes. And so just a couple of days ago, I went down a river with my dad, and it really tested my skills, and it let me know where I was lacking. While I have built up skills on the lake, a lake is a lot more forgiving in some areas. And the river, you have to make adjustments quickly. And the momentum, the momentum is taking you, and you have to make your adjustments quickly. So if you're in a position where you're having a hard time being steady in your boat or keeping your boat steady, it's okay to take your boat to calmer waters. Some situations and some people just create rockier waters. And I think you know what I mean. I think you could identify people in your life in where if you're already overwhelmed and stressed and anxious, those aren't the people you gravitate towards. But when you are feeling good and you're able to handle a little bit more drama, let's say, then that's when you give those friends a call. So we have a responsibility to keep our boat steady. And if that means taking our boat to calmer waters until we have the skills or the stamina or the strength to keep our boat steady in rougher, faster waters, then that's what we need to do. And I think that's what that quote, that little excerpt was saying. But I'm curious to hear what your thoughts are on it and if I'm missing anything. So hopefully you're keeping your boat steady. And if not, find some calmer waters, even if that means solitude. I think that's the best self-care we can give ourselves, is to give ourselves a chance to get our balance and steady our boat when we need to. All right, my friends, I hope you're having a great one, and I will see you next time. Bye.